Okay, beautiful. Okay, Clint, I think we can just get started right there. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. My name is Wilson Fury. I've been working with this incredible technology for the last, call it 18 months. And what a journey it has been. I must be honest, the first time I looked at this patch, my business partner presented it to me, Chris Hutting. I laughed at him because I was like, come, buddy, this is a little sticker. Why are you so excited about it? And little did I know the power of what's in this patch. His brain fog went away in 5 days, and that's why he was so excited about that. I looked at him, I was like, okay, let me go do a bit of research. I did that, and I literally spent about a week ripping this apart online. And my conclusion basically was it's either going to work quickly or it's going to take longer. It depends from person to person. And the timing couldn't have been more perfect, because my mom at that stage was the one I wanted to patch. She, at that stage, had a cushion in between our four, our five vertebra, busy disintegrating in debilitating pain. And I wanted to patch her to make sure that I can just get her out of pain. I get to her in December. I explained to her the technology, I patched her, and within 45 minutes, her pain was gone. And that kicked this door open for me. And we've now helped many people in debilitating conditions just have some relief. And that's why all of this is so exciting. So let me just share my screen there. I hope you guys can see my screen. Let me just get my WhatsApp closed here, because otherwise it's just going to make a noise there in the background. Okay, beautiful. So have you been patched yet? Tonight I'm going to talk to you about X39. All this patch is going to do is going to elevate, activate, and regenerate your body's own stem cells. Very, very exciting. It's doing it without drugs and medication. And let me get right to it. So firstly, I'd like to talk about the CEO and inventor of X39. His name is David Schmidt. Absolute incredible human being. Very, very clever. And he's actually a second generation inventor. It means his father also was one. And this all started 20 years ago with our first product called Energy Enhancer. And the story around it is quite amazing. He was contracted to create a technology that's going to give submariners energy without stimulants. So he had this contract with the Navy. Submariners stay underwater for long periods at a time, and they were using stimulants. And yes, it kept them awake, but they couldn't function. So he created the first product. It's a patch that you wear that gives you energy. It worked really, really well. And through a doctor that knew a doctor that knew another doctor, knew the doctor who was the doctor for the Olympic swimming team in 2004. They patched all the swimmers, and the swimmers did so well that they literally broke records, won a bunch of medals, and the actual Olympic committee thought that they were doping. So they literally stripped them from their medals. David Schmidt had to fly there. They had to go prove what's in the patches. Nothing's going through the liver or the kidney. And long story short, they got vindicated. And this is where this all started, with this brilliant guy. So David has over 180 patents. He's a scientist and inventor. And in let's call it 15, 20 years ago, he started looking at age reversing. And in 2008, he focused his attention on stem cell research. Now, the patent took 10 years for X39, and it took about $4.5 million to bring to market. And let's talk a little bit about stem cells and why that is so exciting. So, the New England Journal of Medicine has stated the number one indicator of wellness is directly correlated to the number of adult stem cells in the bloodstream. Now, stem cells are cells with the potential to develop into any kind of cell needed. They have this incredible ability to heal and repair any organ or tissue. Now, what excites me about that is we're waking up our body's own stem cells, and that becomes this heat-seeking missile that just starts healing and repairing within the body. And this is all happening naturally. So why the X39 stem cell activation patch? The fewer stem cells you have, the faster you age and the slower you heal. As a teenager, you have about 1 billion active stem cells. By age 30, that has dropped to 400 million, which is a 60% reduction. And as you age, you just have less stem cell activity. I mean, look there by age 80, the numbers drop to 50 million, which is a 95% reduction. I think any person over the age of 45 has felt that if you hurt yourself, it takes longer to heal. When you get sick, same story. And this is directly connected to the activity of our stem cells in the blood. And finally, we have a patch where we can wake up stem cells every day. So how does X39 work? The easiest way I can explain it is, did you know that when you walk outside and the sun hits your skin, your body produces vitamin D? It's exactly the same process. It's called phototherapy. It's been around for 100 years. And the difference here with the patch is this patch sends a very specific signal to the brain that activates a peptide in the blood that then mobilizes the body's own stem cells. And very, very exciting. It's made from organic nanocrystals. It's formulated to activate that peptide in your blood that then mobilizes the stem cell. It's non-invasive. Nothing's going through the liver or the kidneys. It can't react towards medication. It's made from a 3M medical grade adhesive. Now, 1 in 10,000 people might have an allergic response to the actual adhesive on Band-Aids. If that's the case, you can stick the patch on the inside of your shirt. It's actually your body heat that activates the process. So anyone can use it. You can stick it on a baby or an old person. It does not matter. So why do you want to activate stem cells? Now, I told you the story about my mom briefly with rapid pain relief, and we're seeing it time and time and again for all sorts of conditions. And the main reason for that is stem cells is really good at going after inflammation. And if we can reduce the inflammation, we can help with the symptom. So it's actually going after the cause of problems and not just trying to mask the symptoms of it. And I love that. It supports wound healing. Energy and vitality is a big one for me. My energy levels just stay stable throughout the day. It doesn't dip, it doesn't spike. And I love that. I start early in the morning, I work till late at night. Mental clarity, also a big one for me. My business partner's brain fog went in 5 days. Mine took a bit longer. It was about 3 weeks. And it's like this veil that gets lifted and you just start thinking and functioning better. Now, if you've got mental clarity, you start making this better decisions in your household and your business, and that also has an incredible ripple effect over time. Enhances sport performance, also a big one. All athletes should be using X39. It will give you more strength, more stamina, and you'll recover faster from exercise. If athletes had to get hurt, they'll recover a lot quicker from it as well. Improve skin appearance, also a really big one. The ladies are going to love that. The one thing that's not on here is my sleep has improved dramatically. I've never had sleeping issues, but I'm sleeping a lot deeper. And when I wake up with a bang. There's no lag. And I love starting my morning like that. How to wear X39? You wear X39 for 12 hours on, 12 hours off to repair and rejuvenate. It's very important to get into a rhythm of wearing them every day, sticking them on first thing in the morning, taking them off 10 to 12 hours later. The restoration actually happens in the resting period. And they say, throw away the patch. I have to say, in South Africa, what we've been seeing is people take their second-hand patches and they use it on their spouse or their furry friends, and also seeing great results. The whole goal is here just to stick on a patch every day and just getting into that rhythm. The reason for it is the patch has a compounding effect. Every day you're waking up a couple thousand stem cells, and over time we start seeing these incredible results. You can wear more than one patch at a time. Just remember to drink plenty of water. When I say plenty of water, it's about 250 milliliters to 10 kilograms of body weight. This assists with communicating the different frequencies in the entire body. What you can also do to help the patches to communicate better is add electrolytes to your diet. Electrolytes, any form like Celtic salt or a Himalayan rock salt or a good electrolyte. That also helps the cell to function better and can improve the actual functioning of the patches. So there's two places where they've done testing on placements. So you'll see there in the base of the neck, that's where I like sticking my X39. And then also 3 fingers below the belly button. But in my mom's case, I stuck it right there where the pain was on her back, and it worked wonders. So long-term results on X39 per 80K studies. So in the first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset. Within 6 weeks, the brain becomes balanced. This one's a big one. Decreased symptoms of PTSD, anxiety, and depression. I think so many people are suffering with those conditions without even knowing it. And it's amazing that we're getting positive results with X39 with mental conditions. I think that's really a big one. Within 3 months, the collagen is increased. Collagen's important protein in the body, and we start seeing decreased wrinkles, hair growth increases structural integrity of both the skeletal and muscular systems. And within 6 months, we see the heart reversing age. In a recent study, 14 out of 15 people lowered their vascular age by an average of 8 years after just 6 months of using X39. It's not anti-aging, it's age reversing. Now, when I looked at that statement, I was like, yeah, right. Like, how can they help with cardiovascular health or heart health? Your heart never stops beating. It doesn't have a resting period. And we were completely blown away in about August last year. Somebody in our group posted these scans that she did with her mom on her heart. And quite amazing. I mean, if you see red on a picture like this, you know it's inflammation. You can see the heart's not happy here. That's the first scan on the first visit. If you look there, also still some inflammation, but there is an improvement. This is after about 2.5 months. And I look there 5 months later, and you can just see a huge improvement there. Also the rhythm and the pulse. And when I looked at that, I was like, wow, if it can do that to your heart, then I'm excited to see what it's going to do for all my other organs. And that's the exciting part. So just something to make clear, if you want to try X39, it's a minimum of 90-day protocol. So David Schmidt advises to use the patches for a minimum of 90 days for optimum results. Something I'll add to that for older people and people that have serious conditions, I would add another month for every decade you are old. Some of these conditions took decades to get to where they are, and you can't expect the patches to just fix everything in 90 days. Although that is the recommendation, we've seen results in weeks, days, hours, minutes, or even seconds. Just remember, everybody is unique and different. And just remember to drink lots of water. So I love this website. It's called thisitit.info.com. It was put together by our leaders in America, Steve and Gina Merritt. So it's everything you want to know about X39 in one place. All the testimonies, the patents, the actual clinical trials, the story of X39. This took 10 years in the making. Very awesome website. Please go have a look at it. There's a lot of info there. At the bottom, you'll see there's a country flag. If you're not in South Africa, or you're in a foreign country, you click on it, it will translate it automatically. Really, really awesome resource that. So when I looked at this the first time, I just said, wow, this is a brain scan topography map from a 77-year-old lady. She placed X39 at the back of her neck. Now, if you look there in session 1, look at all that inflammation. The cell is very unhappy there. A very little stem cell activity, lack of brain coherence. If you look there at session 2, only 3 weeks later, look how that inflammation is basically gone around the cell, and just this little speck of inflammation in the middle there. Definitely improved brain coherence. And then 6 weeks on X39, complete turnaround, improved stem cell activity and better brain coherence. Just look at that turnaround. The cell is actually rejoined. We're seeing this age reversal on a cellular level. Now, this is cells in your brain. Now, imagine in your heart, your liver, your kidneys, all your major organs. Super, super exciting. Now, I'm getting to a place in my presentation where I'm showing some before and after pictures. Just know that results aren't typical, and it depends from person to person how quickly you're going to see a response. This is inflammation reduction pictures in 30 minutes, and I think that's quite wow. You can see this guy with his back, lots of inflammation there, and just that half an hour. I mean, if the inflammation goes, then we can definitely have an improvement on the pain. This is a lady on the right with arthritis, and also 30 minutes. Just look at that inflammation reduction on the hands. Just amazing. We also see inflammation reduction in animals. This is a horse, and this was over 8 months. But just look at the coat of the horse improving a lot, and then look at the inflammation reduction inside the animal. Just amazing. So the age reversal side of it, for people that are wearing it for the long term. Now, this lady on the left here, she's 70 years old. Can you believe that? First picture, you can see the bags under her eyes. Look at the second one, day 42, bags slowly going. And look at that a year later. Literally a huge turnaround there. You wouldn't say she's 70. This lady on the right, within 45 days, the crow's feet started disappearing. Also, very quick response there. On the right, yeah, just look at the difference of her eyes. I think that is a dramatic difference. You just see the life coming back into the eyes. Look how her neck has tightened. Just amazing. Bottom left corner, this was in 9 weeks. She had a very quick response to the collagen. And then 5 months later, this lady, you could see her mouth started drooping. And just look at that huge turnaround there in 5 months. And what excites me to see these pictures of what's happening to people's skin and eyes, that's also a reflection what's happening inside the body. Very, very exciting. So vitiligo, a very tough thing. It's skipping skin pigmentation condition of the face, untreatable. Look at this guy's difference after 3 months. Psoriasis after 10 days, autoimmune condition. Also, people can't treat it. They were lucky here. This was in 10 days, but look at that huge turnaround. On the right here, 12 days wound healing. I mean, that's very, very quickly. And then bottom left corner, this lady, Bell's palsy, face starts spasming, very, very painful. And look at that, 3 months later, almost good as new. So this was a guy, South African. They were going to amputate his toes, and just look at that turnaround in blood circulation. This was just in 5 days, and then on day one, just look there, and then 3 weeks later, just really, really exciting. Now, wound healing, we see it time and time and again. This lady was in 21 days. Just look at that. Very, very quick turnaround there. This was a fella had a snowboarding accident. His mom had patches, and they wanted to see if they could get him looking better for his interview. And just look there, 5 days. And I mean, he's a younger chap. He still has some stem cell activity. And then bottom left corner, you can see this guy had a hard fall. He's wearing more than one patch. But just look at that in 7 weeks. Huge turnaround. This is a kid that severed his finger in the door, and they begged the doctors to sew it back on. 21 days. I mean, to get from there to there, that's 3 to 6 months without patches. Hair growth, a really big one. This fella in 7 weeks, look how nice his hair is filling out to the right here. This guy, huge hair loss problem, filling out much nicer there. Just look there, almost a full set of hair. Bottom left corner. What I love about this picture, not only is his hair filling out, but you can see his original color turning back. Also the same with the one here at the top. Love that. Athletes on the patches, I did tell you the story of the Olympics in 2004. You can see Michael Phelps there wearing it, Serena Williams, David Beckham, and then Lorenzo Savadori sticks the X39 on his forehead, puts on his helmet, and drives really fast on a superbike. Superbike champion. He uses it for concentration. So just to touch on all the different products, just on this note, the only product that you need and you need to start with is X39. That is our foundation product. If you're just consistent with X39, you'll be surprised what it can do for you. But we do have other products, and I just very quickly want to run through them because in some cases, people's conditions are severe and they might want to add one or two. So X49 is the booster patch for 39. Helps with muscle mass, bone density, and heart health. Ice Wave is an incredible product that helps with pain, no side effects, and it works very, very quickly. They tested this product in 5 hospitals in Europe. The doctor said if it had a higher than a 30% success rate, they'll look at it. They tested it with 150 patients and it had a 97% success rate. And it doesn't just mask the pain, it releases it. Glutathione, very strong immune booster. It's actually 300 times stronger than any glutathione supplement that you can take. Amazing patch that. Carnosine, brain function, memory, and focus. Aeon, love that patch. It's called our happy patch. It also helps with inflammation in the brain and the body. Silent nights regulates your sleep, and melatonin improves the quality of your sleep. And then energy enhancer, where this all started, helps with energy, increase fat burning, and endurance. SB6 helps with weight, appetite, aids hormones, and aging digestion. And then Alavida, we just got a hold of that very recently in South Africa. Very excited about that. That's the collagen patch. And we have seen amazing results with people in America with that. And that's just kicked open a whole new door. And then AccuLife is not in South Africa, but I keep it on here because AccuLife and IceWave is identical. So that's animals, inflammation, and pain reduction. But again, all you need is X39. You get started there. And yeah, just be consistent. So I just wanted to go through some of the testimonies that we got here. Just a disclaimer, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a medical professional. X39 is not a cure for anything. It doesn't work like that. All this patch does, it flips a switch in the brain, the body mobilizes stem cells, and then the stem cells go to work. But we've seen a diverse results of many different serious conditions because of that. And I quickly just want to run through a couple of these topics. When we started, it was a couple testimonies. It's now, I think, over 800 and over 150 different categories. And this list is just growing and growing. Does it mean that we've cured any of these conditions? Definitely not. If we could get a 10 or 15% improvement on some of these conditions, it would be a big deal. But I just want to go through a couple of them. Anything liver-related, kidney, glaucoma, gout, bone healing, shingles been sticking its head out since the pandemic. Anything lung-related, fibromyalgia, trigeminal neuralgia, neuropathy, Alzheimer's, dementia, Parkinson's, people that had strokes. I mean, the list just goes on and on. I mean, there's things on this list I don't even know what it is. And even if we don't have a testimony for your specific conditions, I would highly recommend you still try it, because it's amazing what a stem cell can do. It's a blank cell. It can go there to where the problem is. So definitely give it 90 days. And because of that, we've just got more and more categories going onto this Telegram group. So please keep your eye on it. So what are the prices? So how it works is you buy one sleeve of X39, it's 30 patches, you wear one every day. And let's just compare apples with apples. Stem cell injections are really expensive. They start at like $5,000, go up to $50,000, even more. And they have a 50 or 30% chance of working. And where LifeWave patches are very effective at a fraction of the cost. A friend of ours in America's son's autistic, and they've gone for stem cell injections in Mexico more than once. And very expensive, $20,000 exercise. They once did it twice in 1 year, had very little effect with him. And they patched him with X39. A week later, he was swinging on a swing for the first time, never been able to do that. A month later, he was riding on a Peloton bicycle for the first time, was never able to do that. It's now a year and a half later, and his improvement's been incredible. Is he still autistic? Yes, but a huge improvement on that family's life. So there's a retail price and a wholesale price. So the retail price for X39, X49 is $149.95. The other products are $79.95. Just know you'll need to add your VAT and tax dependent on your country. But why do you want to pay retail if you can pay wholesale? The wholesale price for X39 when you sign up as a member is for X39, X49, $99.95, and the other products between $49.95, $69.95. They give you a discount when you buy more than one, and I like that. Just to go through the enrollment kits, so there's 5 of them. What I like about LifeWave, they meet you where your budget's at. So the first option is the bronze option. That actually works out the most expensive. You get 1 month supply of X39. They charge a $25 registration fee. That's once off. It works out about 2,900 Rand in Rand for your first month. And after that, you get it at cost, which is 99.95. That will drop to about 2,300 Rand. I recommend when people get started, they come in silver or higher because you actually save a bit of money. So on silver, you get the products at cost immediately. They waiver the $25 registration fee, and you save in shipping about $15. It's about a $40 saving coming in at silver. And then you have 3 months supply of X39, and then I know you have enough patches for your protocol of 90 days. That's for one person. If you want to patch more than one person, I recommend coming in at gold. That's about 11,000 Rand, about 499.95. Just remember, you need to add your shipping and VAT to these prices depending on your country. Varies from country to country. But this is for about two people. Yeah, you're getting 5.5 sleeve of X39. So they're giving you a free sleeve of any of the other products to try. So it's 5 months supply of X39 and a freebie. So the saving here is about $100. And then I love the diamond package for people that want to come in guns blazing and also patch the whole family. Yeah, you're getting a discount to about $84 a sleeve, getting 19 sleeves of X39. It's 3 free sleeves, and that's about 35,000 Rand. And what I like about LifeWave, you can always upgrade through these kits and just pay the difference. So let's say you came in at silver, you want to go to gold, you pay the difference, you get the difference in stock. And I actually recommend people upgrading through these packages because you're getting free stock and it works out cheaper. So just a couple highlights on the company. The first time this was presented to me, the first thing that I asked Chris was, how old's the company? And at that stage, it was just over 18 years. And it was this huge sigh of relief because I don't do startup companies, and that just screams stability. From a company perspective, this company has a AAA rating. Only 3% of companies get that rating. It's a well-oiled machine. Their manufacturing is taken care of. Their distribution, the logistics, people are getting paid on time. And I mean, it's 20 years this year. So what was interesting for me on the figures was before they released X39, this company had a bunch of products. They were doing about $28 million turnover a year. They released X39 and they 10x their turnover, also partly during COVID, just with the release of this patch. And it was actually more than 10x their turnover. And I mean, that just shows you they've got something with this technology. Last year, we did about $420 million for the year. It's projected to be $1 billion company by 2025. I love the fact that we can ship this to 87 countries at the moment. So if you have friends overseas that needs it, you can help them. And the big one here is this product is protected by patents. These patents, in order to get a patent, you need to prove it first. You can't patent something if it's not working, firstly. And it's a huge process. This is international patents. These patents are still active on X39 for 17 years, and they'll renew them. And what excites me about that is this isn't my vitamin is better than your vitamin, or my powder is better than your powder. What this product does is in a complete class of its own, and it's got no competition, and it's patented. So nobody can copy it. And I think that's very, very exciting. So on the note of the company and the business side of it, what excites me about LifeWave and X39 as a company, we can help people in 3 very important areas: mentally, physically, and financially. And it's the only company I've found that ticks those 3 boxes. I don't think anything else on the planet does that. And it's very, very powerful. And what's exciting is if we share this with a couple of our friends, we can wear this technology for the rest of our lives and not pay for it. And that's my ultimate goal. I want every person here to patch forever and not have to worry about paying for it. And they've made it very easy for us. So what is most important in your life? Is it family time, freedom, security, travel, better health, less debt? When I looked at this the first time, it all screamed at me. And that's what LifeWave offers within X39 and this incredible opportunity. So just to go through two highlights of the compensation plan, there's 4 ways how we earn, but I just want to mention 2 of them. We have done an in-depth training on the compensation plan, and there are many. We're welcome to share it with you. But for me, I will always lead with the product. This product's incredible. Yes, it is amazing that we can monetize it. So let me quickly touch on the 2 highlights. So the first highlight's definitely a binary plan. Binary means unlimited levels deep. The reason why this binary plan is sustainable, the max that you can ever earn from it at the highest rank is $25,000 a week. Now, I know that sounds like a lot, and you can earn 25 a week, a month, or a year. It depends on you. I personally have met 4 friends that's maxed out their binary. They've done it under 2 years, and when you max it out, it actually stops and it will just repetitively pay you that 25K a week. And that's in US dollars. That makes a huge difference. And what's nice is the core of it is to go manager. And it's as simple as you bringing 4 of your friends onto these calls, putting 2 on your left leg, 2 on your right leg, you go manager, and we get that to duplicate. And it's very, very aggressive because of the fact that there's no limit to how deep it can go. Now, the second highlight is definitely the matching bonus. So binary means unlimited depth, and the matching bonus is paid out on a uni-level structure. Um, Very exciting, unlimited width, and it's like the best of both worlds. Unlimited depth, unlimited width. So the matching bonus, very simple. Let's say you get a friend that makes $1,000 a week, you'll get 25% of that. That's $250. Let's say he gets a friend that makes $1,000 a week, you'll make 20%, which is $200. And this goes 3 tiers deep. And there's no limit to how wide you can build it. You can put 1,000 people in your front line. And I think these percentages are very, very aggressive. Yes, you do need to activate them, but it's a lot of fun. And the big thing here is we're helping people in a really, really big way. And it's amazing that we can also turn it into a recurring income. Now, on the final note there, I just very quickly wanted to share a story that's happened in our team. So it's one thing to help somebody that you don't know, because we've helped many people we don't know, and we're doing it daily. But this is a very good friend of mine's mom, and she had a severe stroke in the beginning of May. It was really, really bad. It was so bad they didn't film her progress in the first week. Her face was hanging. She was completely paralyzed on the left side of her body. She couldn't function. She couldn't move. And then a couple days in, they decided to start filming her. Just on this note, she was also doing a lot of rehabilitation in the hospital. There was like 6 therapists working with her. But I just want to show you how quickly she's recovered from a really, really tough stroke. Is everybody going to have these results? Probably not. But if we can have the results that we've had with her over 3 or 6 months with everybody, it would be a big, big deal. So I just quickly want to tell you Lindy's story.
My name is Lindy, and I just wanted to share my family story with my mom having a severe stroke on the 30th of April, 2024. We booked her into hospital, and on the 3rd of May, they gave us devastating news. Mom had a stroke on the right hemisphere of her brain, leaving her paralyzed on the left side. And on the 4th of May, we decided to start patching Mom. And this is our story. So we started taking footage of Mom on the 7th of May. We saw that there's movement in her left arm, and she had incredible movement on her mouth. This is 5 days on the patch, the 8th of May. She's still in hospital. She's reaching higher with her left hand. The arm is lifting so much better. And then we had a bit of quite of a setback. They moved it to the step-down clinic, and we actually didn't tell anybody about the patches in hospital or the doctors. And so we had to be honest with the step-down clinic. And then the doctor said that we can't patch Mom until he's looked at everything. So for a couple of days, from the 9th up to the 14th of May. We couldn't patch my mom, but the doctor did come back, and he allowed us to continue with the patching. So this was on Mother's Day, the 12th of May. She was still not back on the patch, but she was in the step-down clinic. This video, she's 2 days back on the patch on the 17th of May in the clinic. And here she is walking with the help of one of the nurses. This was quite a big moment for our family. As you can see, she's smiling and she's improving quite a bit. And it's just incredible. This is 5 days on the patch in the clinic, the 19th of May, and the left side of the face is improving so much. 7 days on the patch, the 21st of May, 2024, she's walking with a walker. And 7 days on the patch, this was the evening visit, and she was so alert and her mouth looked perfect. And she's just showing us all her type of exercises that she's busy doing. We are so grateful. And then this was taken this morning, the 28th of May. She's 14 days on the patch now, and she's just showing that she can walk by herself. They are still not allowing this long distances, but I just wanted some footage to show that the recovery is going very well. And we hope that Mom will be out of the step-down clinic very soon. And we are looking forward to a full recovery, but I will keep on going with the updates so that everybody can see the progress. We received a wonderful surprise from the therapist this afternoon. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, every time I look at that video, I just get goosebumps. Yes, there is a business opportunity attached to it, and it's very exciting. And yes, we earn in dollars, and it's amazing. But what fills my cup is to see results like that, and hearing people's stories of how they're getting better. And that's my driving force behind this. And that's my personal approach to this. And my heart is to help the people in your inner circle that might be dealing with any of these serious conditions that I've mentioned. I see a whole bunch of people jumped on the call there. Clint, I don't know if you want to add something. Depot, Don, thank you for joining. I see a couple names that I also don't recognize. Um, yeah, but very exciting. And this landed on your table for a reason. It might be because you need something new, or you're sitting in pain. And yeah, the time to take action is now. There's people that are hurting, and we've got hope in the form of a patch. And it's just incredible how it works. And yeah, just excited for you guys to get patched. That's where I'm at.
Just real quickly, I want to say I appreciate your leadership, Wilson, and more importantly, your passion for helping others. And one of the things, folks, that you really want to make sure you understand is that you have an opportunity to be part of something very special. This is cutting edge technology, but more important in some respects is the fact that you're on the right team. While Wilson was doing the presentation, I was talking to a fellow that's going to be joining us, and his wife's going to join. And he had been on the patch for about a month and didn't see much in results, and didn't have any support from upline. And so as I began to explain to him that it's a minimum 90 days, and depending on what ailments he has, there might be a different protocol. The bottom line is the support that we have, not just from the marketing side, but from the patch side. I have a very close friend of mine who's a great dad. He's got 4 kids, raising them by himself. 2 of them are autistic, and he's got terrible fibromyalgia. And we got input from George, our upline leader, who is the largest distributor in Europe, and we realized that we needed to apply one patch first before going with the X39. That's the kind of leadership, that's the kind of input, folks, that you're going to get when you join our team. You are not alone.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a lot of access to information. We've got another fellow that is, we're trying to get some answers from compliance. whatever it takes. I've always said, and I know Wilson feels the same way, I don't work for LifeWave. I work for you.
Yeah.
And so we're here to help you succeed with the patches. How can we make your life better physically and health wise? And number two, if you choose to do the business side, we're here to help you succeed phenomenally. So it's fun. I love this business. I have another main primary business too, and this is the one that's more fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
As we start seeing results, it
Yeah.
just is. We feel like miracle workers, and all we're doing is inviting people. Some will, some won't. So what? Move on.
Yeah.
And many people will come back and say, gee, whatever happened to that thing, that patch thing? And you'll be able to tell people more and more and more stories of first person results. So
Yeah.
didn't mean to prattle on there, folks, but we have something special and we're part of a special team. So again, thanks, Wilson.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, you definitely nailed it there. I've been in this space for 2 decades, and I've never worked with a company that's so serious about what they do. And if they say they do something, they do it. And regarding the product, I mean, it's mind-blowing what we're seeing. I've just shown you a glimpse of what we've seen, and every day there's just more stories of people having life-changing results, and not just in their health, but also their finances. And in South Africa, that is very important. People need money here, and it's amazing that we can make such a huge impact in people's health. And if we do that repetitively, we can make sure that we financially secure ourselves, because the product's fantastic. And I mean, it's cutting edge. There's nothing in the marketplace that can do what this does. And very, very unique. And yeah, as a company, it just ticks all the boxes. I mean, they just won an award, the Bravo Award, which is growth 4 years in a row. And I mean, there's very few companies on the planet that's had growth 4 years in a row, especially since COVID. And it's been exponential growth. And that for me is exciting. And it's all just this little patch, X39. You don't need any other patch. You can just stick this one on, and I think you'll be surprised at what it can do. So anybody else is allowed to say anything? I see there's a couple of my friends on here. If you guys want to make a comment or ask anything, you're more than welcome. Otherwise, I'll take this in for a landing, and I'll see you guys on Thursday night at 6:30 my time. Clint, are you happy with that?
We're doing good. And yeah, Thursday, yeah, we've got the schedule and we'll follow. And like I said, I need to get you, I know this is kind of just new me, but I need to get you the information so you can hold the webinar
Yeah.
when I'm gone.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
So we'll get
Because moving on.
good. Well, thanks everybody for coming in. And if there's no other questions, we can bring it in for a landing. And
Awesome.
just keep, everybody have a goal. How many new people are you going to touch each day? 2, 3, 5, and just take some notes. Introduce them, to LifeWave. Invite them to the webinars. Let us do the heavy lifting for you.
Yeah.
You don't need to know everything about the product. You don't need to know everything about the comp plan. We can do that. If people
Yeah.
start asking you questions, you're going to get tripped up. Don't try and do that. Just
Yeah.
say this is a life-changing technology. Come listen to Clint. Come listen to Wilson. We'll do
Yeah.
the heavy lifting. I'm done.
Fantastic, everybody. Thank you for your time. Thank you, Clint. Have a fantastic week there. If you're in South Africa, stay warm. I'll see you guys later in the week. Cheers, everyone. Bye-bye.
Everybody.